Hey guys, so House of the Dragon Season 2 Episode 5 just aired, and wow, what an episode we got. This series somehow just finds itself getting better and better and better. Now, if you watched my recap from last week, my review from last week, I wasn't sure if Aegon died because it definitely looked like he did, but I was also like, they're definitely trying to make us think he did, and then someone in the comments told me he didn't, even though I asked, not for spoilers, but either way, he did not die. Aegon survived. However, it was disgusting when they bring him back and they're like peeling his armor off him and it was stuck to him. I seldom have to turn away. I'm not that squeamish when it comes to certain things, especially things like that, but I had to look away because it was like, I think it was like the sound mixed with the visuals. It was disgusting. But either way, pretty much everyone has figured out that Aemond is to blame, like including his mom. Like everyone's suspicious of him. Helena, of course, as well. Everyone's kind of like, Aemond. And it really didn't help his case when he was like randomly like, oh, hey, and he's at like the foot of his bed while he's getting tended to. Well, Aegon's getting tended to. Aemond's like, so we're gonna need someone to rule in his stead, right? And it's like, dude, Aemond, like, and he's got this little smirk that he constantly had. This whole dang episode, he had this smirk going on. But anyway, listen, Aemond obviously ended up getting chosen to rule while his brother is recovering. Now, I was surprised that it was this easy, and Alicent clearly was as well. I mean, she literally says at the council meeting, she's like, you guys, I've done this before when my husband was sick. Like, I've got this. And they were like, I don't know. When they vote and it's split. And of course, Cole's the tiebreaker. And of course, Cole says that it should be Aemond. Now, this is probably because he literally watched Aemond just destroy his own brother with fire and like could have easily killed him. And so I think he's kind of like, yeah, I'm scared of this guy. And then he makes a comment later on when Alicent's talking to him about like, we've given this war to the dragons. Should have dragon riders rule. So I get that, right? But it's still, listen, Alicent absolutely should have taken this role. I really think she should have. Aemond is shady. Aemond is not a good person. Aemond has done this to his brother. Now, to be fair, his brother's not been nice to him. Literally in that same episode last week, we saw his brother laugh at him in front of his friends while he was naked. Like, it was the whole thing. So I get why he's, upset with his brother. I don't know that trying to kill him or at least seriously injure him is maybe the right idea, but it is what it is, okay? But like 900 men were lost in that fight, and so now they have Rook's Rest, which they have all kind of said wasn't like that big a deal, but they've got it now. So yay, all right. And we've got Daemon still living out his horror movie life. I don't know what's going on with him in that haunted castle. He's going crazy, but he's out there doing his own thing, and let me tell you, Rhaenyra is starting to worry. She's like, is he building an army for himself or for me? And I think she knows that he kind of, and we see it in this episode, he keeps being like, call me king, call me king. And they're like, well, I would call you the king consort. They call him prince, and he gets mad. He wants this power, right? Did he ever love Rhaenyra? I think so. But I think right now he's just more power hungry than anything else. I do love Daemon, and I love Daemon and Rhaenyra, and I was rooting for them. I don't know if they'll find their way back to each other, but I really hope they will. But right now, things are very separate between them. I did love the very end of this episode when we had Rhaenyra, just trying to figure out what she's going to be doing, how she's going to get through this. Like, do they have enough dragons? And her son points out, we have those two massive dragons right below us. She's like, but we don't have any riders. And he makes this suggestion of like, our Targaryen blood is sprinkled throughout. Like, it may not be as strong blood when we're not incestuous, which is so gross, but whatever. It's not what he said. It's what he meant for the most part. You go out there and of course you have some kids that have been kids of Targaryens, grandkids of Targaryens, great grandkids of Targaryens. So there are people out there, and she's like, should we put a different last name, essentially, Ryder on here? And it's like, he's better than losing. So I'm interested to see where they're going to go from here. She looks to the scrolls. She knows that there's going to be record of this Targaryen blood and where it went to, and will she find dragon riders from there? I'm sure she will. So I'm excited to see where things go from here. Like I said, I really want Rhaenyra and Daemon to get back together. I know they're not technically not together, but they're physically not together right now, and they're definitely not emotionally together. They've got some issues going on. I do love Damon living his best haunted house life. That man is losing it. But Matt Smith does such a great job at detailing that and giving us his just, he's going crazy. But anyway, you let me know what your favorite part of the episode was tonight down below in the comments. Could you watch Aegon's armor being pulled off his burnt skin, or did you have to look away? I'd love to know. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. I'll be back next week with my review of next week's episode. Again, very excited to see where things go from here. This war is just starting, you guys, and I feel like it is going to be very deadly. Of course, we had also the whole thing with the Brackens. I didn't even talk about that with Damon. He's kind of an awful person, and, you know, I love how they're like, we aren't going to bend the knee to a tyrant. So, I don't know. He's got his hands full where he is. So, ups and downs and all over the place. But, hey, let's just say at least Damon said they could cut down the rat catchers, because they've been sitting there for a long time. That's going to stink. It looks nasty. Like, let's move past this. All right, guys, you can follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and be sure to check me out at mamasgeeky.com. Thanks. I'll see you next time.